our clients coming through here, I think a good percentage of them have a pretty good idea of what the finances are. I think much, let's say husband made the income like you're kind of referring to. We're seeing about, probably if I had to guess, 50-50 people who know what the finances are and some that are just clueless. What has been your experience? I mean, you've written a book we're going to talk about here shortly. Do you have any information on that? Like what you've seen, people are aware, they're not aware, they're clueless. What have you seen in your...
It's interesting, even outside of divorce, I think more times than not, money is one of those topics that are, it's I don't want to say taboo, but it's uncomfortable for most. And again, whether you're going through divorce or not, there's a lot of people that are uncomfortable with the process. And I think to answer your question, Tim, the majority of people that I see who aren't the money managers, who aren't the people who pay the bills and take care of the investments, they are somewhat clueless. They don't know where the assets are. If the husband has a 401k, where is it and how much is in it? Other mutual funds, other investments, other stocks. Checking and savings accounts, they probably have a pretty good handle, but if there's any outside investments, they don't really know where they're at and who to call. If they were to call, Vanguard or Fidelity or Charles Schwab or whoever, here's my account number, what do I have in there? So I see more times than not many people not knowing. The spouse who doesn't do the money managing, they don't know. They just trusted the spouse to take care of the money, and they just dealt with the kids. Or a lot of times the woman is the money manager, and the husband's out working. That was the case in my marriage. I was the person that dealt with the money and managed everything, and my husband was out working. And I had a job as well, but he was the one that just let me do it all. He's like, money, you do it.
It's funny, there is that trust factor. We have, say we have a wife in here, filing for divorce, and they say, shame on me, I should have been more attuned, or I should have paid attention. And I usually will tell them, now you're saying that, but it's too bad in life that has to be something you have to be concerned about. You should be able to have a marriage and not be worried about these things. It's not until this type of thing happens that it becomes a real issue. And the other thing, I think the courts got something right in that, where parties aren't informed of the finances, when going through divorce, you have to do what's called your preliminary declaration of disclosure. You have to list all your assets and debts. This is so both parties become aware of what the assets and debts, so there can be an even distribution of the property. So
very, very important. And you're right, the whole trust aspect. When you go into a marriage, you don't go into it thinking that you're going to go get divorced and, I need to watch out what you're doing. And you're in love and you're going to spend the rest of your life together. And this stuff is never, expected. But it's just smart. And again, whether you're ever going to divorce or not, you should know your money. If your husband goes off to work and he gets killed in a car accident, you still need to know what's, what things are happening financially.
Yeah. Okay.